So Dave Chappelle is back to work, as you can see from this Deadline headline. Dave Chappelle back in biz with Netflix for giant 2022 comedy festival. Amy Schumer, Seinfeld, Ali Wong, and many more performing at LA event too. So there's this big event going on. They have literally hundreds of names on there, and it's going to start in April. And basically, they're going to pack a bunch of venues with comics in LA, all of their big venues. And I guess it'll be taped into one big special on Netflix. Notably, Dave Chappelle back to work, which means I would imagine you're going to see more stuff from him with Netflix. I almost think they might bring back Chappelle's Show. He got the rights to that name back. So I wonder if he'll revive that show and put it on Netflix. So a couple things going on with this. Number one, Hannah Gadsby, not on the list. I guess she was on the previous one, at least according to Deadline. She was in the previous one. I can't say if that's 100% certain. But Hannah Gadsby, the unfunny comedian, I would call her a woke comedian. That's why she's not funny. She's absent from the event, which is pretty funny. Now, you remember Hannah Gadsby came out and criticized Dave Chappelle and said that he was a bad person and his comedy kills. Well, she's now losing work, or she turned it down. I don't know. I can't imagine she turned it down, because I imagine she doesn't get much work in the first place because she's not funny. But a lot of people upset about this. There's a couple of articles actually pointing out that she's not at the event. So I think that's funny. I also love that Dave pretty much made fun of her when he gave his demands for trying to fix this, and said, "You must recognize that she's not funny." I've covered this before. Outlets not happy about Dave getting work. Rolling Stone, of course, a shell of what it used to be. Used to be a pretty cool outlet. Now it's just pretty much mainstream trash. Dave Chappelle returns to Netflix after being canceled. A lot of people really downplaying the fact that he did get canceled. Just because, so there's a difference between people packing stadiums to see him because they like his message versus mainstream outlets like Rolling Stone canceling him. Because don't forget, that documentary that he put out, I think it's just called Untitled, was supposed to go to theaters. And it's not now because of the fact of he came out and spoke his mind on certain controversial facts, like there might be only two genders. That's literally what he said. There's two genders. Boom, canceled. Isn't that crazy? And here's the thing, Rolling Stone. The majority of America agrees with Dave Chappelle's comments that he gave during the closer. And because of that, stadiums are being sold out, and a lot of people want to support him. That doesn't mean he's not canceled. I'd like to see if Hollywood would hire him to be in a movie now. Because guess what? If he did, Rolling Stone would be bitching about it. Now, this is what I've talked about before. So what happens? Dave Chappelle gets a new job. He's going to be at this comedy event. Outlets like Rolling Stone attack him for it. This is what happens when you get canceled. Anytime you get a job, people come for you and try to get you fired or try to get someone to dismiss you. We've seen it recently, once again, with Vic Mignogna. If you cover that, if you've been following that, that's a long story that I've been covering on this channel. The man tried to go to LA Comic-Con just to do signings. People on Twitter got mad and got them to say if he showed up on the premises, they would have him removed. That's being canceled. The fact that Rolling Stones here are the Rolling Stone. I don't want to confuse them with a piece of pop culture that actually means something, like the Rolling Stones. The Rolling Stone, which is shit. they make an article as soon as Dave gets a job to try to trash him. There's a reason they did that, because they want him canceled. They don't want him getting a job. And I guarantee you the next time Netflix gives him a special with his own name and only his name on it, Rolling Stone, a lot of these other outlets will write articles talking about why it's bad, and they will bring up all the shit he said in the closer again. And the fact that he won't bend the knee. And I still love that he won't bend the knee. I think that that's great. And Netflix didn't bend the knee. That closer, all of his shit is still up there, and they're giving him work again. Like it or not, you have to give them some respect for it, because a lot of companies won't do that. So, as much as I don't like them for that cutie shit, like, this is still a pretty ballsy move, which is crazy to say. Anyway, let me know what you guys think about all this. I'd like to hear from you. Also, if you would, please like, subscribe, share the video. Make sure you're still subscribed. Hit that notification bell. I'll see you guys on the next one. Peace. Also, if you want to help support the channel, check out my Teespring store. There's a link in the description. You can find some merchandise in there that you might want to check out. Also, make sure you subscribe to YellowFlash, my other channel. There's a link to that in the description as well. I do a lot of live streams over there that I don't do on this channel. Usually smaller and a little bit more personal. So make sure you follow me over there and sign up. Also, make sure to follow me over on Twitch. I do watch parties, play video games over there. They're always fun. Follow me over there and come hang out.